Welcome to the Dream Path, a place where the young traveler doesn't just fall asleep, but begins a journey. Gentle bedtime stories for growing hearts and curious minds, one dream at a time. Through story and stillness, through wonder and wisdom, the young traveler learns to listen inward, to feel deeply, to grow not just in dreams, but in courage, reflection, and self-awareness, guided by the quiet echoes of minds like Carl Jung, Aurelius, and Nietzsche, and softened into stories made for rest. Here, each night becomes a quiet step toward the soul. This is the Dream Path, one dream at a time. Now, young traveler, let's get ready to travel. And if this journey brings peace to your home, please subscribe, like, comment, and share, so we can reach other young minds who are ready to dream, to grow, and to remember who they are. Hello, and welcome. Welcome to the Dream Path journey. To the parents listening, thank you for joining us tonight. In a world that moves so quickly, you've created something rare, a sacred pause, a few quiet minutes to breathe, reflect, and grow. This time you've given your child is a quiet gift, one they will carry within, long after the stars have faded into morning. And to you, young traveler, tonight's journey will feel a little different. In many of our stories, it is my voice that gently guides you, but every so often, a very special guide steps forward, a wise soul from long ago, here to walk beside you and speak to you directly. Tonight is one of those nights. Our guest narrator lived in ancient times, but his wisdom still glows like starlight, quiet, steady, and strong. He was a Roman emperor, a philosopher, and one of the great Stoic thinkers of all time, a man who believed true strength comes not from power, but from peace within. Tonight's guide is Marcus Aurelius. His Stoic teachings remind us that calm is a kind of courage, and that even in life's storms, we can choose how we respond. He will be your voice for this journey, and I will step quietly aside so you can hear his words, feel his presence, and float gently on the river of tonight's story. Close your eyes now, let your breath soften, slow and smooth, like ripples on still water. Listen with your heart, all right, young traveler. Let's quiet our minds, take a deep breath, and give a big, curious hello to your guide tonight, Marcus Aurelius.
Thank you, dear keeper of the dream path. It is my honor to walk this road with you and with these young travelers. Greetings, young traveler. Though I lived many lifetimes ago, I have waited patiently to share this moment with you. Tonight, I will be your voice, as we drift together through still waters and explore the calm strength that lives within us all. I am Marcus Aurelius, but in my time, I ruled as a Roman emperor. Yet the greatest victories I ever won were not upon battlefields, but within my own heart. Tonight, I leave behind crowns and armies. I come simply as your guide, to walk with you along the quiet shores of the dream path. To the parents listening, I honor you. You have chosen to create this sacred pause, a gift rarer than gold, where wisdom can take root in your child's heart. And to you, young traveler, come closer, hear my voice. Tonight we'll set sail together, not upon oceans of fame or fortune, but upon a quiet river, a river of dreams, a river of life. Picture your small boat, sturdy, glowing, floating softly on a wide silver river under the stars. The river moves as it wishes, sometimes slow like a sleeping breeze, sometimes swift like a sudden laugh across the water. But the boat does not fight the river. It does not shout against the wind. It does not tremble in the rain. It floats calm and sure, steering with patient hands, trusting the twists and turns it cannot yet see. Once I wrote these words: life is like a river. You cannot command the waters. You cannot chase away the storm. But you can learn to float, to steer, and to trust the journey. Feel now the soft sway beneath you, the cool breath of night brushing your cheeks, the gentle music of the water folding around you. You are not lost, you are being carried. Yet tonight's lesson is not mine alone. A few nights ago, we walked the misty hills of ancient Japan, where a lone figure, Miyamoto Musashi, taught another quiet truth: that the fiercest battles are not fought against others, but within ourselves. Musashi showed you that courage is born in stillness, that true strength is tempered in the fires of your own soul, that small, invisible victories inside your heart become the mighty bridges you will one day cross. His wisdom and mine flow together like two rivers joining. To master yourself, you must trust the journey. To trust the journey, you must master yourself. True greatness, young traveler, is not in defeating others, but in becoming stronger, wiser, nicer, and better than you were yesterday. Some days the skies will darken, the winds will howl, your small boat may rock, but listen closely to what I once carried too close to my soul. Accipe quod tibi datur, fortitudo nascitur impatientia. Accept what is given. Strength is born from patience. You are not weak when the river bends. You are learning to steer with grace. You are not defeated when the storms come. You are learning to endure with peace. Feel your breath now, in and out, slow as the river's song. Your heart steady, your spirit strong. You are the boat, you are the river. You are the traveler who trusts the way forward. Tonight there is nothing you must fix, nothing you must chase, nothing you must fear. Only this: Froto, breathe, trust, let the river carry you where you are meant to go. As you drift into dreams, imagine your little boat gliding through the velvet arms of night, under a sky sown with ancient stars, the river cradling you, gentle, patient, wise, young traveler. Tonight you have floated with the river, and you have listened to its quiet teachings. The strongest souls are not those who fight the waters, but those who learn to flow, patient, steady, and free. You are stronger than you know, braver than you feel, nicer than you realize, until the next time the sun closes his eyes, and the night and the stars blanket the skies. May the river guide you. May your dreams carry you gently home. Good night, young traveler.
And to the parents listening, if this bedtime journey brought peace to your night, we gently ask you to help us share it. We're a new channel, just beginning our path, and every comment, every like, every share helps us reach another family searching for a little stillness. We're building our family here at the Dream Path Studios, and your support keeps the light glowing. One dream, one child, one peaceful night at a time. You can also find us on Instagram. Follow and share at the Dream Path Studios to stay connected as our journey continues to grow. Now, stay with us and enjoy an hour of soothing mantras and meditation sounds to help you and your little one drift peacefully into sleep. These videos are inspired for my 4 sons, Ethan, Liam, Cash, and Lil Nils, goodnight sons. Remember, Dad is always with you. What is true in me makes me strong. Even when I fall, I rise again, wiser. My feelings are not weakness, they are signals of my soul. The shadow in me is not to be feared, it is part of my light. I walk through darkness and carry my own flame. I am learning, growing, becoming who I truly am. The voice inside me matters. I am brave enough to listen. I do not need to be perfect, only true. Each night, I grow stronger, quieter, deeper. The path is mine to walk. I will not rush. I will not run. I will remember who I am. My soul is ancient and still becoming. There is strength in silence. There is wisdom in stillness. I am not just dreaming, I am returning to myself. is true in me makes me strong. Even when I fall, I rise again, wiser. My feelings are not weakness, they are signals of my soul. The shadow in me is not to be feared, it is part of my light. I walk through darkness and carry my own flame. I am learning, growing, becoming who I truly am. The voice inside me matters. I am brave enough to listen. I do not need to be perfect, only true. Each night I grow stronger, quieter, deeper. The path is mine to walk. I will not rush. I will not run. I will remember who I am. My soul is ancient and still becoming. There is strength in silence. There is wisdom in stillness. just dreaming. I am returning to myself. I am not finished. I am becoming. What is true in me makes me strong. Even when I fall, I rise again, wiser. My feelings are not weakness, they are signals of my soul. The shadow in me is not to be feared, it is part of my light. I walk through darkness and carry my own flame. I am learning, growing, becoming who I truly am. The voice inside me matters. I am brave enough to listen. I do not need to be perfect, only true. Each night, I grow stronger, quieter, deeper. The path is mine to walk. I will not rush. I will not run. I will remember who I am. My soul is ancient and still becoming. is strength in silence. There is wisdom in stillness. I am not just dreaming, I am returning to myself. I am not finished, I am becoming. What is true in me makes me strong. Even when I fall, I rise again, wiser. My feelings are not weakness, they are signals of my soul. The shadow in me is not to be feared, it is part of my light. I walk through darkness and carry my own flame. I am learning, growing, becoming who I truly am. The voice inside me matters. I am brave enough to listen. I do not need to be perfect, only true. Each night I grow stronger, quieter, deeper. The path is mine to walk. I will not rush. I will not run. I will remember who I am. My soul is ancient and still becoming. There is strength in silence. There is wisdom in stillness. I am not just dreaming, I am returning to myself. I am not finished, I am becoming. What is true in me makes me strong. Even when I fall, I rise again, wiser. My feelings are not weakness, they are signals of my soul. The shadow in me is not to be feared, it is part of my light. I walk through darkness and carry my own flame. I am learning, growing, becoming who I truly am. The voice inside me matters. I am brave enough to listen. I do not need to be perfect, only true. grow stronger, quieter, deeper. The path is mine to walk. I will not rush. I will not run. I will remember who I am. My soul is ancient and still becoming. There is strength in silence. There is wisdom in stillness. I am not finished. I am becoming. What is true in me makes me strong. Even when I fall, I rise again, wiser. My feelings are not weakness. They are signals of my soul. The shadow in me is not to be feared. It is part of my light. I walk through darkness and carry my own flame. I am learning, growing, becoming who I truly am. The voice inside me matters. I am brave enough to listen. stronger, quieter, deeper. The path is mine to walk. I will not rush. I will not run. I will remember who I am. My soul is ancient and still becoming. There is strength in silence. There is wisdom in stillness. I am not finished. I am becoming. What is true in me makes me strong. Even when I fall, I rise again, wiser. My feelings are not weakness, they are signals of my soul. The shadow in me is not to be feared, it is part of my light. I walk through darkness and carry my own flame. I am learning, growing, becoming who I truly am. wisdom in stillness.